What's up, my smelly friends? How are you guys? Rise Frags 34, another review. As you can see, this one is from the house. This is Indolis by Areej Dore. Russian Adam, very, very talented, really big name in the perfumery right now world and also our fragrance community. So big shout out to you, Adam. Thanks so much for creating these awesome, great fragrances. I know they take a long time to produce. And you know, the waiting game is very long, just with the how you distill them, and just a lot of great ingredients and really great notes that you're using. But they're just so blended so well, and just really appreciating your work. So, but guys, this one, Indolis by Areej Dore. This one came out to us in 2017. There's a big list of notes. Pretty cool. They give you he gives you this little card right here, and then the list of the notes on the back there. So I'm just gonna try and read these off just so you kind of get an idea. I know you can look on the site and all that side. I don't really know why we even give the notes, but kind of to give you a thorough review, I'll kind of give you the notes. But this is a jasmine-filled fragrance. So for top notes, you have Indonesian jasmine, gardenia, and jasmine absolute. For the heart notes, green hajiri, frankincense, ginger, lime, tangerine, and pineapple. For the base notes, you have Indonesian and Australian sandal, both distilled. You have benzoin, tonka bean absolute, oak moss, resinode and Indonesian galbanum, Chinese green tea extract from a 100-year-old tree, and then lavender absolute. And of course, everything's been crafted by Russian Adam, it says on here. So, but just very interesting. A 100-year-old tree is where he's getting the extract from. So, just like I said, very quality ingredients in these. This one is kind of a complex fragrance. When you spray it and you smell, you can smell a lot of the notes. You really can't pick too many out, but you do kind of get a lot of it. There's a sweetness to it. There's kind of like not a frankincense, but an incense note, kind of. Not really smoky, but you do kind of get that little bit of incense. It's kind of like a cooling effect, but there's also a warmness from some of the sweetness and the resins and stuff too. So guys, first spray, of course, it's just a floral fragrance. Now again, it dries down on my skin very nice and it's very wearable. It leans a little bit feminine, but a man can definitely pull this off, and people do love it. I do get several compliments with this one as well. But the jasmine, of course, really overtakes this. The Indonesian jasmine and everything really takes over this fragrance. But it's kind of sharp. It's green, and then you also have galbanum. Now that is a resin that is also very green, but it's also kind of fruity. So you do get, I know there's tangerine in this, pineapple. There's a lot of those. I don't really get a lot of the those kind of notes exactly. I don't smell those particular, but the galbanum, you do get that kind of that fruitiness, but very green. The first day that I wore it and kind of walked past my wife, she said I smelled like grass, and that's not a bad thing. It seems like it's very natural. It's green, it's grassy. But again, it's also has this little hint of sweetness, which I really love. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's very just a well blended fragrance. I think this can be worn all seasons and all times. And what's really nice with this one, the longevity is really good, but it's not a beastly projection. So for that first hour, you can smell it, and it does project pretty well. But while you're wearing it throughout the day, someone has to get pretty much in your bubble for them to smell, and that's what I really like about it. Because some fragrances, I say this a lot in my reviews, they can be just too overpowering, and this one is it just comes off your skin so perfectly, and when you heat up, it really shines too. When you start to not really sweat, but you can feel your body kind of heating up. It'll actually kind of come off your skin just so nice. But I love the presentation on these guys, but just I know it's kind of a short, non-descriptive review, but I can just see, you standing in just a really great bed of jasmine, kind of like white florals, gardenia. You have kind of that going on, but then there's some fruits around, and then there's just like some little hints of this incense coming through, and it just, you get all this kind of wrapped in one. and it's really, really nice. Like I said, it leans just a tad feminine, but a man can definitely pull this off. And then as the time goes on, as you're wearing it, it really starts to smell really, it's not that floral anymore, because you get a lot of these other great notes that come through. But like I said, all this stuff is hand done by Russian Adam, and I believe his team over there, Areej Dore, but just takes so much pride, and these are just beautiful. It's all cloth, like I said, all handmade. You get that really nice silk bed where it'll rest in there. But Areej Dore, this kind of all sticks out. It's all embroidered, really, really nice. And then the bottles, as you can see, I do have a couple other ones. I was very fortunate to kind of jump on, you know, Russian Oud, Russian Musk. All of these are basically limited, so keep that in mind. If there's something that you're really liking, try and pick up a bottle, because there's only so much that he makes of this batch, and then he'll probably either name it something else or it will be different. You know, because there's a lot of the other ones like Siberian Musk and things like that, which I actually like Russian Musk a little bit better, but that one is like kind of sought after now. You know, everyone's looking for it. And then the Oud Picante, I believe, that's kind of the first Oud that I think was in this. Was in the family of Areej Dore, and it's a very, very great fragrance. I actually got a little sample of it that he sent me, which I really, really, great fragrance. But Russian Oud is awesome as well. But love these bottles, just great bottles. His juice is just so dark. I'm gonna try and step back a little bit so it'll come. This is all real wood. It actually has the, let me pop this off here. You can see it's like the stone, and they all have that too, all of them. All of the bottles will have that, but just very nice wood. And guys, this stuff smells so good. The spray is pretty decent, so nice spray. And guys, you don't want to really overdo it with this, but you kind of can. You know, you can go up to 4 to 5 sprays with this. That is it will be overpowering for that first hour, but man, this sucker just is really, really beautiful. There's not gonna be much much out there that smells like this. You can actually see it's green juice too, so I don't know if you can really see that, but it's just such a green, floral, grassy fragrance, but there's just this little bit of sweetness that comes out in there. And it might be some of the sweetness of the fruits, you know, maybe the pineapple, the tangerine, you know, things like that too. And then there's kind of, you know, I kind of get oak moss a little bit, but I don't get that kind of that 80s vibe, kind of like you know, the hairy chest 80s oak moss vibe. This is so surrounded by the floral notes in here that really kind of keeps it kind of clean and just really, really nice. There's not too much of an animalic note, you know, in there either. So, but guys, this one, just a lovely, lovely fragrance, guys. You know, some of these may be a little bit harder for you to wear. This one anyone can wear. I promise you guys, you will enjoy this fragrance. You'll love it. Just the way it performs, comes off your skin. It's really, really great. So you can check this out. I will list his site below, but Russian Adam, great job. I can't wait to see what's next in your, you know, what's nice too is I like the way that you do keep it kind of limited and kind of special. You're not just, you know, blasting us with, you know, 10,000 fragrances, going nuts with everything. I mean, the things you do put out are very special, you know, and I understand how you really cherish this passion that we have for fragrances, and you're doing really, really a great job. So thank you for the quality, and you know, thanks for you know, doing what you're doing for the community. So Areej Dore, Indolis, great release. Thank you guys so much for being a part of my channel and my Facebook group, Rise Frags 34 Frag Talk. If you haven't checked that out, you know, you can check out some scent of the days, and just people just talk about fragrances. It's so much fun when I jump on Facebook and I see everything. You got the people talking about Aventus batches, then you have people talking about Raja Dove fragrances. You have the Guerlain one now. You know, there's just so many great fragrance groups you can kind of, you know, check out for a few minutes, and it's pretty cool about all the topics, and so many people know so much about this passion that we have, so you just learn so much. So, but guys, thanks again, Rise Frags 34. Appreciate all the support. Love you guys. Thanks.